10 years ago today, Guardians of the Galaxy released in theaters. The ragtag group of relatively unknown intergalactic Marvel superheroes quickly took the world by storm, cementing themselves as an honest-to-goodness pop culture phenomenon. Now, a decade, 3 movies, and a holiday special later, the Guardians are still being talked about today as one of the greatest franchises in the history of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. But LEGO was with the Guardians from day one, releasing sets all the way back in 2014, along with even sets coming out this year in 2024. To celebrate the anniversary, here are my picks for the top 10 LEGO Guardians of the Galaxy sets. Today's countdown will have a very specific set of rules. If the Guardians are the main focus of the product, it's eligible for this list. That means my selections will go beyond the mainline GOTG trilogy, with sets coming from other films like Avengers Infinity War. Make sense? Without further ado, let's jump into the top 10 countdown. Number 10. 76102 Thor's Weapon Quest. Because the God of Thunder was a member of the crew for a brief period of time, I'm counting this as a Guardians of the Galaxy set. Additionally, this is the escape pod of the Benatar, the Guardians' main ship in Avengers Infinity War and Avengers Endgame. And for $20, this was a darn good looking small vehicle. The set also came with a killer minifigure lineup, including our first ever proper Groot as a real LEGO minifigure instead of a micro figure or something bigger brick built. Sure, this set's not going to be as impressive as a lot of the other entries on this countdown, but it's a very solid LEGO product overall. Number 9. 76020 Nowhere Escape Mission. The floating head of a Celestial has been a mainstay location in the MCU ever since the first Guardians of the Galaxy movie in 2014. However, LEGO hasn't given us a ton of representation for it in set form. This is the biggest thing we have so far. And I gotta say, it's not the most impressive build in the world, but I do love the small mining pod. The main reason this made my list is 1, nostalgia. I did get this set early at Toys R Us in 2014, which was an awesome memory for me. And 2, it gave us our biggest Groot figure ever with a really cool molded head. That was a treat. I really hope LEGO remakes Nowhere into a bigger set in the near future, but as it stands now, this is a pretty cool set. Number 8, 76080 Aishas Revenge. You know Yondu, the iconic character from the first 2 Guardians of the Galaxy movies? He only has one single LEGO minifigure in this $30 set from 2017. Frankly, that's a crime if you ask me. We need more LEGO Yondu. But the set itself is pretty cool, with a nice looking vehicle, albeit a bit small when compared to the version in universe. Additionally, Aisha's appeared in multiple Guardians films, and this is her only LEGO minifigure, and Baby Groot is also always so adorable to get. This is a very fun $30 set. Number 7, 76107 Thanos Ultimate Battle. I told you the Benatar would appear a couple of times on this list, and Thor's Weapon Quest actually combines with this set. For a $70 product, this was a very solid representation of the ship from the movie. Additionally, this was our first ever LEGO minifigure of the MCU's Thanos, which has to count for something, even though his helmet wasn't entirely accurate to this scene. The reason this set ranks a little bit lower on this list is because, well, they've actually designed the Benatar better in the future, but when it came out in 2018, it was a really good set. Number 6, 76217 I Am Groot. Who would have thought in 2014 Groot would become an absolute pop culture phenomenon, an icon of the Marvel Universe? Well, a decade later, here we are, and it seems like LEGO is making a new Groot set every single year. The best one, though, in my opinion, is the 2022 set literally called I Am Groot, which has a plaque saying I Am Groot for all the descriptions. That is hilarious. The build here is a relatively life-size Baby Groot, and oh my goodness, this is an adorable LEGO creation. You also get a brick-built mixtape on the side, which is a dream come true for any hardcore Guardians of the Galaxy fan. Listen to some groovy 70s tunes while building this set and you'll want to dance the night away just like everyone's favorite twig. Number 5, 76021, the Milano Spaceship Rescue. The biggest set from the first wave of Guardians of the Galaxy products back in 2014 was our first ever rendition of the Milano in LEGO form, and honestly, for a set that's 10 years old, it looks really good. Sure, some of the shaping is rather basic, the color choices aren't entirely accurate, but they did a very solid job considering it was based off concept art. Additionally, it's hard to beat a $75 price point for the flagship set from a new Marvel movie. Nothing like that would happen today. I also think the Ronan the Accuser minifigure we got here is way cooler than the one we got this past winter in 2024. LEGO has definitely evolved beyond this design, however, this was a fantastic set back in 2014. Number 4, 76255, the new Guardian Ship. Otherwise known as the Bowie, a great name referencing the amazing David Bowie, this ship has to be one of the most unique things LEGO has ever done. The color scheme featuring teal and magenta is incredibly eye-popping, especially with the red cockpit pieces. The shaping of this vehicle is also so unique, and I'm honestly impressed LEGO was able to accomplish it at this $100 price point. Speaking of price, this is a 2023 set that's actually a darn good value, something that's hard to come by these days. Add in a stand for added display purposes and some really cool minifigures, and you have a recipe for a great set from a great send-off to the Guardians of the Galaxy trilogy in Volume 3. Number 3, 76251, Star-Lord's helmet. If you've watched some of my Star Wars countdown videos, you'd know I'm rather mixed on the helmet series LEGO established in 2020. I think the designs are very hit or miss, but frankly, the best one doesn't even come from the Star Wars theme. This Star-Lord's helmet from Guardians of the Galaxy looks infinitely better. Before I say anything else, the price of this set was asinine at $80, but the design is so good, it looks literally perfect to me. And it also doubles as a pencil holder. That is so much fun and very creative on LEGO's part because otherwise it would be a completely static model. I'm not a huge fan of this sub-theme, but this set is a massive winner in my book. Number 2, 76193, the Guardian's Ship. While not technically an 18+ set, this build rivals even LEGO Star Wars UCS models in terms of detail. The $70 Benatar from 2018 was cool, but this $150 nearly 2,000 piece set from 2021 blows it out of the water. I cannot believe how good this looks, and the inclusion of a rotating stand is magnificent. This thing is one of the main centerpieces of my Marvel display, and I honestly didn't think it could be topped until number 1, 76286, the Milano Spaceship. I know some people will sound off in the comments and call this recency bias because this set just came out, but come on, look at this thing, it is gorgeous! I personally prefer the Milano to the Benatar and the Bowie in terms of ship design, so it definitely gets some brownie points there, but the angles are just insanely well done. And like those aforementioned sets, this thing has a UCS level attention to detail. I love everything about the design. Putting all 3 of the main Guardian sets on the display stands together is a dream come true for somebody who adores these movies and characters, and this set is the crowning jewel of the entire theme. But those are just my thoughts. Comment with your ranking down below. Thank you all so much for tuning in to today's video. Have a great rest of your day. Peace out. God bless. Bye bye.